Asylum and refugee law and policy in Germany. Welcome to Tochi's channel. If it is your first time of stopping by or coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, you are highly welcome. I beg you for a favor after watching this video. If you like it, subscribe, put on your notification bell. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Like you all know, in this channel, I talk about life in Germany. I give information to those who want to know more about Germany, either to come here to work, to study, or to relocate. And I also sometimes talk about motherhood. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about asylum and the refugee law and policy in Germany, because a lot of people coming here do not know this law. And I want to say this: if you want me to make video on how to seek for political asylum in Germany, please write it in my comment section. Any video at all you want me to make for you, I will be here to make it. My aim of this channel is to give information to you that will help you. The right to asylum is a constitutional right in Germany and granted to everyone who flees political persecution. An asylum seeker is allowed to stay in Germany if he or she is granted political asylum, refugee status, or subsidiary protection, or if the agency declares a deportation problem. The Asylum Act and the Resident Act are the two most important immigration laws in Germany that provide rules for the admission and handling of refugee claims. There have been several amendments to this and other laws due to the current refugee crisis. In order to determine whether a person is entitled to refugee status, an in-person interview is conducted and country-specific resources and experts consulted. Every applicant over the age of 14 must submit to measures establishing his or her identity and provide fingerprints, which are cross-checked with national and European database and the visa information system. Refugees are generally housed in reception facilities which provide them with essential items like food, housing, heat, clothing, healthcare, and household items in kind or in the form of vouchers, whereas persons who are housed outside of reception facility primarily receive cash allowance to purchase essential items. While an asylum application is pending, applicants are not allowed to leave the area of the reception facilities without permission. If a refugee has no independent means of sustenance, a resident permit may also be restricted territorially. A refugee can obtain citizenship after 6 years of legal residence rather than 8, and neutralization of refugee has also been deemed presumptive in the public interest for purpose of discretionary naturalization. Now, the right to asylum is confided in the Article 16A of the German Basic Law. It is granted to everyone who flees political persecution. In general, only persecution that perpetrated by the state is relevant. Political persecution is defined as persecution that causes specific violence of individual rights and, due to its intensity, includes the individual from the general peace framework of the state. The constitutional right to asylum protects human dignity and reflects the view that no state has the right to persecute an individual for his or her political or religious belief or other personal characteristics that mark him or her as different. Not every disadvantage or material hardship support a right to asylum. Now I'm going to explain this a bit before I continue. I think this is a place where many people's asylum seeking is being denied. Now you heard them. They said the reason why they can grant you asylum in Germany, and I believe this is a generally, is when you are suffering from political persecution in your country. For example, let me use Nigeria now. if you believe, if you're a Christian, and maybe Nigerian government and constitution is making you to turn into Muslim, you can flee for your life because your life is in danger. And there are a lot of us coming here. I will turn to our country language. When you come here, you said you come here because Nigeria is suffering of hunger, they are doing this. They will not give you, because that is why I bring out time to make this video, so that when you are planning to come here, you should know what you say. And in our own people, my own people, let me use our country language again. If you're a woman, and e go dey easy for you if you come here tell them say they want cut, they want to cut all those things wey dey cut for woman body for our side. I think I seen a lot of people dey give this thing because of that. But if you come here contest dem say hungry dey kill you for Nigeria, this one no dey work, nobody will listen to you. So I'm going to continue. In addition, Germany is a signatory to the Genevan Convention relating to the status of refugee of 1951 and has implemented it into German. Of the Refugee Convention stated that a refugee is someone who, owing to a well-founded fear of being persecuted for reasons of race, religion, nationality, membership of a particular social group, or political opinion, is outside the country of his nationality and is unable to, or owing to such fear, is unwilling to avail himself of the protection of that country. This definition has been incorporated into Section 3 of the German Asylum Act. According to the monthly statistics of the Federal Office for Immigration and Refugee, Germany has received over 425 asylum applications between January and November 2015, with 57 in November. The number of asylum applications have more than double since 2014, an increase of 134,000. Most of the applicants in November comes from Syria, Nigeria, and what have you. So, in general, the Asylum Act and the Resident Act 14 are the two most important immigration laws in Germany that provide rules for the admission of refugees and the handling of refugee claims. The Asylum Act confides the process and the consequences of granting and denying asylum, whereas the Resident Act provides due concerning the entry, stay, exit, and employment of foreigners in general. An asylum seeker is allowed to stay in Germany if he or she is seeking protection from political persecution or international protection, which includes refugee status and subsidiary protection, or if the agency declares a deportation prohibition. If the application is denied, the applicant has a duty to leave Germany or will be subject to deportation proceeding. Now, application approved. The protection against political persecution is confided in Article 16A of the Basic Law, as discussed above. If the applicant was So I'm going to stop here. The most important thing is that you have gotten the idea of what I am trying to say. You have now seen the reasons that you can come to Germany to seek for political asylum. A lot of you ask me, how do I come to Germany to do this? I beg you to go online, study more about it. If you find this video useful, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. I will say thank you so much.